Herzlich willkommen zu Dragons TV aus Rhöndorf. Und mein Gast heute ist Tyseem Lyles von CATL Basketball Löwen Erfurt. Schön, dass du heute hier bist. Tyseem, thanks for taking some time.
Anytime. Thanks, Miles.
First, we have to talk about the loss today. What a game today. Unfortunately, one team had to lose 96-93 in favor of the Dragons Rhöndorf. How tough was this loss for you? I mean, this is your seventh pro season. You've probably suffered some tough losses, but where was this?
It definitely sucks to start the season and have tough losses like this.
Yeah.
But to have such a tough game early in the season, it's really a hidden gem in disguise, you know, because then it builds character for the team and for the young guys that we have with us. So it's something to look forward to for the rest of the season. And it was definitely a lot of fun. Sad that we lost, but it is what it is.
It's usually in the fourth quarter, during hard-fought games, the teams get tired, especially on defense. But it seems like the teams got more energetic on the defensive end, because at the first half it looked like it was going to be 100-plus points, and at the end it was still under 100. Did both teams play better defense in the fourth quarter?
From my point of view, it definitely was some defensive adjustments from the Rhöndorf, and we definitely made some adjustments coming out of it for the second half as well. So I think it was just a matter of fact, both teams wanted to win, and so yeah.
So the game was won from Tim Smith Jr. He hit the game-winning shot and then made free throws, and you lost him. He was your man during the last play, wasn't he?
Yes.
Talk a little about that. I mean, during that last possession.
So the last possession, we wanted to trap the ball in the front court and go for the steal. And if we didn't get the steal, we wanted to go for a foul. And so as the ball was coming up the front court, I seen that the ball was ahead of my teammate. And so I decided to, try to attempt to slow the ball down. And I lost my man in the midst of this. And he got the open three. Yeah. And yeah, good night.
So what positives could you guys take out of the game?
Positives, I can say that we really stuck together throughout the entire game. And defensively, we did all that we could to, muster to get the defensive rebounds and figure things out, whether it was them hitting threes or us helping more inside the paint. So I think this loss tonight built a lot of character for us and a lot of creativity for us to stick together in tougher games later on this season.
You guys are 1-3, but I truly believe you guys are going to pull it around and get a win streak soon. This is your fourth season with the team, with the Löwen. So is it fair to say that Erfurt is like a second home for you now?
I mean, it's hard to say not.
Yeah.
I spent 4 seasons here. Yeah, right. So Erfurt is a lovely place too. So.
And what I really like about the organization is they really stick to their players. I mean, the team doesn't change much. It's always the same guys. I mean, you've been here, I think, the 4th year. Yeah. Noah's been here 3 years. Jan is here 3rd year. Cisse,
4 years.
4 years,
yeah.
Sorry. Cisse in his 3rd year. On paper, I mean, it's always the same, but where does this team stand in your standpoint, and how strong they were in the last year? It's always a playoff team, almost got to Pro A. How do you see the team this season? What is doable?
I think it's definitely doable for us to make the playoffs. I don't think as a team we want to set any standards too high, because we have not so deep of a bench because we have a lot of young guys, but I want to say we believe in our young guys. So what will happen from now until the end of the season is totally in our hands and how hard we work. So anything can happen.
You must have obviously seen a lot of development from Lawrence Schiller and Lenny Kunzevich in the last few years.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys how are they developing in your eyes?
Man, Lenny has really taken a lot of leaps from the first time I got here till now. So I'm really, really proud of him for sticking through.
They were kids then, and they're still kids now. If you really think about it.
He's somebody that you look at him and think that he's just all height, but the dude puts in a lot of work, and he's very passionate about the game. It's the same thing with Lawrence. Lawrence is just a straight shooter, and when he gets out there, he gives it all that he has, and that's all you can ask for from people.
Now, one of my favorite guys is one of my favorite Germans is Paul Albrecht.
Yeah.
This is your second season with him. I saw him here for 3 years. Such a great guy, such a great player.
Yeah.
Seems like he's getting better with age.
Aging like fine wine.
Yeah. What's it like playing with Paul Albrecht?
Man, it's so easy playing with Paul because he's such an easygoing guy off the court as well. You can see it by the way he plays, and he's so smart. So when the teams are double teaming on him, he makes it easy, passes it out, and when they're not, he's getting buckets. So. What more can you ask for?
And what I love about him, he's totally old school.
Yes.
Those hook shots. I mean, you gotta, and it looks so easy. You know, I mean, that's just you must see everything from him in practice.
Yes, he's unstoppable in practice too.
You improved your scoring each season, 16, 18, and 19.
Yeah.
This season, before the game, you were at 11 points. You were in a shooting slump, but you broke out of it tonight.
Yeah.
28 points, not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Did you have a special breakfast today?
No, I actually just continue the same things, the same practices, you know, because it's nothing you can really change when the shooting slump happens other than continue the work that you do and trust it. So
the self-confidence.
Yeah, exactly,
there, right?
yeah. You have to just continue to trust your process and your work that you put in.
I mean, what's your goal now? I don't quite have in my head. I think, are you 29, 30, or you're younger? Sorry.
I'm 32 now.
You're 32. I made you younger. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you must be in your prime, or you're past your prime, or how do you see it? You had some great years in Hamburg.
Yeah. To be honest, I think I can keep getting better. And my body, I feel great. So it's just, I know on paper it says I'm 32, but it's just a matter of opportunity, what happens from here in my future. So I'm looking to still play high professional ball, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I named you a few times in this game, Minnie Westbrook, which I've done in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, they could give consistency. It could be your middle name. In Hamburg, you played 45 games. 44 were double figures in scoring.
Yeah.
In your first 3 years in Erfurt, in 76 games, 67 games, you were in double figures. So that just shows that you're a walking bucket.
I appreciate that.
But I mean, consistent. I mean, you've always been consistent, even in college at Mercy. Talk about where does that come from? Hard work?
Yeah, it's just the consistency and hard work. It's really all about how much you stay in the gym, but not about how much you are in the gym, how focused you are when you're in the gym. I mean, you can be in the gym for 5 hours a day, but are you really working, and are you really concentrated when you're working?
Let's go way back to Mercy. You played in JUCO.
Yeah.
And then, how was that for you? Every guy I've interviewed that played JUCO said it was a tough grind, but it was something they wouldn't have missed for their life.
Yeah.
How was it for you?
JUCO was so special, man. Both years we won the conference championships.
Tompkins, Cortland, correct?
Yeah, this team has a special place in my heart. Like the whole coaching staff, all of my teammates, it was just a special time, man. Like winning championships together and having a great career personally, and then being surrounded by great teammates as well. I mean, what more can you ask for?
And then 2 years at Mercy, how was that for you? I mean, you averaged 13 and 18 points in those 2 seasons. How did your game grow in there that helped you become a pro then?
Mercy College was really tough, being that I fractured my skull my junior year, so I didn't get to quite play on an entire 2 seasons. And so coming back from an injury, it was really hard mentally for me. But this really taught me how to approach the game the right way. So yeah, it really helped me to become a professional too.
Then you were a rookie in Hamburg, averaged 24 and 25 points. Those were some very, very important years for your game. I mean, you proved that you could be a top player in the Regionalliga. What memories do you have of the Regionalliga? That was only 2 years in, then thank God for you never went back to that league. I mean, you were really a walking bucket there.
Appreciate that,
I think you had 46 points against the team. I don't remember who it was. You had 46 points in the game.
That was for us to secure the championship to move up to Pro B.
46 points. So how was that? I think you had a woman coach.
Yeah, Shrukan.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you just missed being teammates with Mubarak Salami, who played here and then tragically died in a car accident. But you practiced with him over the summers, right?
Yeah, that's how I met him.
How was that for you? I mean, everyone has him in their hearts still here.
Of course. I mean, Mubi, man, like, God rest his soul, like, I never really got to spend a lot of time with him outside of...
He was such a family guy. They had no father, and I think he had to take care of his 6 or 7 siblings.
So, like, I never got to know his personal life outside of basketball. So, but I had a lot of intimate conversations with him on the court about basketball and life. So I'm thankful to have gotten to know him this way. Sadly, I didn't get to know him for a longer period of time. but he's always in my heart as a brother, and it would have been special if I got to play with him when I was in Hamburg.
He was a big talent.
Yes. I can only imagine how it would have been with him scoring and me playing defense. It was, yes. Yeah.
Then you went to PS Karlsruhe, and I always thought, did you get a fair chance there? I mean, you averaged 6 points in the Pro A, which is solid. Not great, but I mean, I don't remember how many minutes you logged there, but I'm sure you had the talent to be a Pro A player.
Yeah, I think so too. I still believe in myself. I just see it as now that things just weren't aligned the right way, and there was some pieces in my game that I was missing as understanding this level of basketball. But I think that looking back at it, hindsight, that everything happens the way it does for whatever reason. I learned everything I could while I was there, and yeah.
Well, how was that season in Karlsruhe? Who were some of your teammates there? You have some good memories?
Yeah, Antonio, who's playing today for Rhöndorf, he was my teammate at Karlsruhe.
Filipovic. Oh, yes, right. Yeah, he was there. Okay.
And Daniel Nord, he's playing for Bremerhaven now. Yeah. Those guys are still playing very high level basketball, and just to name a few, but yeah, there were some great guys while we were playing in Karlsruhe. So
you're 32. You're in great shape. I'm sure
thanks.
you're gonna play until the wheels fall off.
Maybe we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm going back to school and I'm coaching and stuff. So if opportunity comes for basketball,
a lot
then
of Americans just stay here and coach.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine living here later, or is just going back to the United States a big priority? I don't know if you have family here or.
Oh no, I don't have any kids or something like this.
Wife or something.
No, I don't have a wife.
Okay.
But like, I do like Germany. You'll see what happens. Because
or maybe something with Erfurt in their organization.
It's possible. It is very possible. It's hard to say right now if anything's concrete, but I'm keeping my doors open with basketball and with opportunities off the court, so anything can happen.
What is one more big dream you would like to have in basketball if you could get it, or maybe a realistic dream, maybe just win the Pro B title, maybe?
That would be beautiful, to win the Pro B championship. Another one before I retire. I guess, yeah, looking at that would be another dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tyseem, it was great watching you play again. I've seen you so many times in Frankfurt or here. It just wasn't quite enough today, but you gave it all you had, and I wish you all the best this season. You guys will probably make the playoffs, and who knows, maybe we'll see each other again in Rhöndorf or in Frankfurt.
Yeah. Thank you, Miles. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Tyseem.
Yeah.